Hello there! These lakes look beautiful. I love the colors. The healing properties of the waters of this place are incredible. I know they're used for a multitude of things, including things that I have in stock. Besides, they're great for dogs. Hannah's fur looks dazzling.
A hero of legend.
Oh, I've heard of this one. He's one of the warriors who died fending off the Empress. I think he was the one who was supposed to have struck the final blow. But he lost his life in the exchange.
Old legends. Nothing more. Have you collected the mineral water yet, Cris?
Yes, Maestro. I have it.
Let's go then. There's still one more pond to visit. And it is by far the most potent.
Is that a flower I see? Growing above the pond?
Yes. We call it the Millennium Flower. It's been here for ages, absorbing minerals from the pool. As a result, it's almost overflowing with magical power. The flower grows very slowly, but it's actually older than me.
Like that's saying much.
No one asked for your opinion, Lunch for Brains.
That will be enough, both of you. We are here to collect the mineral water.
On to the last pool. Here we are. I've got the mineral water. I wonder if we're also going to see a vision this time? I wonder... Oh, I'm starting to feel faint.
Cris, are you alright?
I think another vision is coming. And this time, it's much, much stronger than the others. was...
The destruction of the entire world.
Explosions everywhere. Hundreds of thousands dead.
And at the center of it all, the Time Empress.
Did someone just call my name?
You! It can't be! What are you doing here?
It seems my timing is impeccable as always. But relax, I'm not here for you lot. I'm here for the flower.
I don't know what you're planning to do with that flower, but...
We've seen your evil plan, and we're going to stop you right here!
Stop me? But I haven't even gotten started yet, my dear girl. Well, I suppose this will give me a good opportunity to see how you're coming along. Do try and at least entertain me for a bit.
We're about to kick your butt!
Oh, interesting. Good attempt, but that's merely a scratch. Playtime is over, children. Oh, you're done already? But I was just getting warmed up.
This is not over.
But of course it's not. This was so fun. Let's do it again, shall we?
We're about to kick your butt!
No! Stop! You don't remember, but we already lost!
Oh, it seems like one of you has some decent time power within. But you can't stop it, darlings.
Oh no! We need a miracle to save us!
I will transport you to safety.
Leaving so soon? Oh well, I suppose I should just carry on and retrieve the flower then.
What just happened?
We barely escaped alive. That statue saved us.
I am not a statue. However, you are otherwise correct. I used my maximum acceleration to remove you from danger.
And thank goodness you did! I was afraid we were done for.
Not to be ungrateful, but who are you? What are you?
I am JKR, unit number 721, one of the witnesses.
JKR721? That's quite a mouthful. How about I just call you K for short?
Kay? Where'd you get that from?
What? I think it's pretty normal to use someone's middle name as a nickname.
Well, I guess I can't argue with that.
You may address me however you prefer.
Well, thank you very much for saving us, Mr. K.
We're all pretty beat up. We need somewhere safe to rest. Let's head to Paulina and regroup.
Seems like you can use the shoe here. Do you want...
Sure.
Do you want to land here?
Yes.
We will have time to visit the cathedral later. We have more important business to attend to. Hold on there, Crisbell. We promised to return the shoe to...
Oh, my darlings, just look at your clothes. Something dreadful must have happened.
You don't know the half of it, Miss Paulina. Do you mind if we rest here for a while?
Of course, of course. Make yourself at home.
We should be safe here for a while. Thank you again, Mr. K. I don't know what we would have done if you hadn't saved us.
The action was consistent with my nature.
How do you mean?
I am not entirely sure. The relevant entries appear to be missing from my memory banks.
You're one of those witnesses, right? Do you know Paulina and Buki?
Buki? Oh, right. That's me. It's nice to meet you, dearie. For the first time? Maybe?
I do detect something familiar about them, but I cannot recall our specific relationship.
Me neither. Although there's at least one thing we know for sure. I was definitely not your stylist. Although I wouldn't mind finding out who was.
While I appreciate all the catching up, I think we should allow Crisbell and her friends to sleep.
Thanks, Matthias. We'll resume in the morning. Alright, that's enough rest. We still need to get those mineral samples to Mr. Rojo at the cathedral.
If that is where you are headed, then I shall accompany you.
Great! I knew we could count on you, Kay.
What exactly makes you want to follow us around?
I have unfortunately lost the data that was supposed to be stored in my memory banks. I will need to begin accumulating replacement knowledge about the world as I search for the cause. I am certain I was created with a purpose. I wish to discover what it was.
So, you want to find out more about who you are and why you lost your memories?
I suppose that makes sense. Just try not to get in our way.
There is no need to worry. I have significant combat capabilities.
Have a safe trip, my darlings. Feel free to come back anytime.
Isn't Rojo waiting for us in the cathedral? We shouldn't keep him waiting. Monsters! What are they doing here?
They must have found their way here from deeper in the mines.
This will serve as a good opportunity for me to demonstrate my capabilities. My style of combat is different than that of a typical human. My body is constantly being supplied with crystal energy, so I do not use mana. I have great speed and stamina, allowing me to strike many times whenever I attack an enemy. However, whenever I attack or use a skill, my heat level rises. As it rises, I become stronger, but there is also a risk of overheating my systems. Let us proceed to a demonstration. Press the button each time I begin to glow to trigger additional attacks. Close, but your timing was not correct. Let us try again. Remember to press the button each time I begin to glow. You did well. Whenever I attack or use a skill, my heat level rises. As it rises, I become stronger, but I run the risk of overheating myself. I also possess the ability to change the positions of enemies. By using my juggle skill, I can move this enemy to the other side of the battle. Now, let me demonstrate my impact strikes. For this attack, press the button repeatedly. Try to keep the indicator in the yellow area for maximum damage. Now, let us finish disposing of these errant monsters.
Hello, Mr. Rojo. We brought the mineral water.
Well, I see you're as good as your word. It's nice to see that someone around here is.
How long do you think the repairs will take?
I don't imagine it should be too long. Just hold on tight. And there we have it. Good as new.
This is impressive handiwork.
It worked! The mural is fixed!
Crispell, why don't you try approaching the altar now?
It's working!
That leaves just 2 more cathedrals to visit. One in Cinder and one in Crystallis. Although, I think we still have a little bit of unfinished business here.
Uncle Wilhelm,
There you are.
Oh, hi, Risa. What are you doing here?
She just said she was looking for me. What is it, Risa? Is everything okay?
Not exactly. The memorial service for Mom is about to start. But I'm worried that our dear Auntie Rallis is going to try something. Lucio and I haven't found any concrete evidence to use against her yet. But after what we all saw in the museum, I just know she had something to do with Mom's death.
I see. Crispell, I knew Gladys for a long time. She was more than just a close friend. She was like a sister to me. I'd really like to attend this memorial service. And maybe we can help straighten out whatever's going on with them.
Say no more, Maestro. We understand. And Risa, of course we'll help.
Great! The memorial service is being held at the Orowitz Mansion on the north side of town. I'll see you all there.
I hate that Risa. She barely even goes to Mass, but was still always Mom's favorite.
You are as a
I told you, there's nothing that I can't repair.
I'll see you all there.
I recognize some of these things. Normally when I pass by a city, all the people and things have disappeared into the flow of time.
Maybe this is a strange question, Mr. K, but does that mean you don't have any friends?
I have had many friends, but it is not the same with me as it is with you. Once I really know a person, that is enough for me. Then I move on.
That sounds really sad.
I don't feel that way. After all, humans have such short lives that there are always new people to know.
Shall we make a record of our adventure?
I want to record our progress.
The city becomes more and more active the closer we get to the parade. It's actually... but...
Another Sindarian. In Tulira?
What? Sorry, I was just...
Slow down. Take a breath. Or pass out, I suppose.
I'm so sorry. I was just...
Looking at Joseph?
What? No! Is it that obvious?
Only for those with eyes. You've clearly been staring at him.
Ignore him. So, you're in love with Joseph, is it?
Shh! He might hear us.
Doubtful. He appears to be as focused on himself as you are on him.
No! That's not how Joseph is! At least, he didn't used to be.
What do you mean?
We were very close when we were little. He was actually the only one who treated me nicely when I got here. I just don't know what's happened. Do you think you could speak with him?
Well, he was my student. I suppose I can talk to him. But that's not the Joseph I remember.
I know he's changed, but deep down, he's got to be the same person. It's just that ever since his mother died, It's all that Oroitz's woman's fault. She even stole my mirror.
Gladys?
No! Miss Gladys was so supportive of him. Of us! I mean, Rawless.
I see.
Fear not! What nobler cause could there be than true love? We'll help you. It's our sacred duty.
Sacred duty? Humoring a lovesick girl whose notable skills include staring at people for an uncomfortably long time and misplacing mirrors? Stop. Things never get better when you speak. I'll go talk to Joseph. It's been a long time, Joseph.
Master Wilhelm, you're back? Are you tutoring anyone else? Risa could certainly use some help. She's been worthless since Mother died.
Huh. Has she also forgotten her manners? Or is that just you?
Whatever. What do you want?
From you? It appears you have nothing of any worth to give. Unfortunate.
Then go away, fool. Who asked you to come back anyway?
You can't.
Stop, boy. Words won't work. However, there might be something we can find to help change his attitude.
But where do we start?
Saul said Joseph hasn't always been this way, especially not with her. Perhaps we should see for ourselves. Matthias?
An excellent idea. To the past I go.
Joseph, stop that! Why are you treating Saul that way? That's not like you.
But Mother, she's a Sindarian. The twins were mocking me for being friends with her.
It doesn't matter where she's from. You know that. And since when do you pay attention to what they think anyway? Ignore all of that. Do you like this girl?
I do. A lot.
Then stop being such a ridiculous brat and go to her. Here, give her this.
A mirror?
A very special mirror. If you focus, it can show you a vision of the future.
It's not working. Wait. I see. We look happy together. Very happy.
You see? Now, if you're quite done being so profoundly foolish, I suggest you go find that girl.
He used to be a nice kid.
So it seems. Still, something is missing. And where's that mirror? I want to have a look at it.
That must be the mirror Soul said Rawless took. I think it's the mirror we found.
Interesting. From what we've heard, the mirror was imbued with powerful magic. In its current state, though, it's worthless. It needs to be repaired.
We could ask Rojo.
No good. He's got his hands full repairing the mural.
Then what about his son? Rohizo, I think it was?
Crispell's right. Maybe we should try talking to him.
Then let us speak with Rohizo.
I remember how she was always kind to everyone in town. She even brought me medicine when I was sick.
Oh, you're the outsiders that Dad gave the tools. What can I do for you?
Hello, Rohizo. We were wondering if you could help us fix this mirror.
I'm not as skilled as Dad, but I'm pretty good with glass. Let me take a look. Interesting. It's not like anything I've ever seen, but it's familiar. I think I've read about this in a book before. Is this a magic mirror?
Correct. You're well versed in Telerian artifacts. Do you think you can repair it?
I have most everything here, but I remember thinking you would need something peculiar to create a mirror like this. So, to fix it, you'd need that too. What was it?
I suspect you're thinking of rainbow water.
Rainbow water? Yes, exactly. I had forgotten.
Wonderful. What you have forgotten is only the single most important component. This does not bode well. However, let me give you some insight.
Oh no. Here's wary.
Agua Prisma, or rainbow water, is a crucial component in the creation and repair of certain objects imbued with time magic. Because the rainbow water itself is infused with the magic of the mineral pools, it is uniquely suited to contain the powerful time energies required.
Oh, interesting. So, can you get some of that stuff?
Indeed. We already gave your father the samples he required. Getting more will be no trouble.
Great! I'll get everything ready, and we can start when you bring back the sample.
Is there something bothering you?
What? Oh, please, don't bother me. I'm working on something extremely important.
It better be pretty important if you're gonna talk to my friend like that.
Sweetheart, what I'm doing will change the future of Never Telera forever!
That does sound important, I guess.
It is, darling. If you insist, I'll tell you about it. I'm going to change how our floats are designed for our annual celebration of the war.
That is literally the least important thing you could have named. I'm not being hyperbolic. There are no less important things than that. None. I almost respect that.
I know! Isn't it amazing? This will be life-changing for everyone in the city. Even better! Since I know I've made such an impression on all you kids, why don't you help me shape that future?
Why? Because doing anything else is empirically more important.
Then you'll do it? Splendid! I asked for ribbons from all over town, but not everyone has given me their contribution yet. If you could all just scoot around to Lyra and grab those for me?
But we...
Time is wasting. Go on, shoot.
But...
Stop. Don't bother, Crisbell. We've been outmaneuvered. Somehow. Let's just get her ribbons and be done with this.
That sounds magnificent! Let's see! The store owner promised me a ribbon. So did some of the university students. Brandon has the last one. He's by the Central Monument. I'm sure it won't be any trouble for you strapping young heroes. There's even a reward in it for you. Now, scoot!
It's too bad that only memories can be preserved in sapphires. I guess no one can live forever.
Hello, travelers.
Hello, Elizabeth. Do you have any decorations for a parade cart? Miss Drina said you had a ribbon for her.
Oh, the decoration Miss Drina asked for, Meow. You're collecting ribbons for her?
You could say that.
Oh, then here you go, Meow.
Lady Gladys was always a philanthropist. Half the things in the museum were donated by her.
Hey kids! Can you help me out?
Excuse you?
I've been looking for a ribbon. A pretty ribbon. Something really fancy. I mean, it has to be fabulous, you know?
You amaze me. I mean that.
What he was trying to say is, we're helping Drina decorate her float. She said you promised her a ribbon?
Oh, we completely forgot about that. I'm sorry. Could you please hand this to Miss Drina for us?
Thank you.
She was a good person. She even liked natural magic.
What's this?
A projector. Could be worth watching. Not in its current state, though.
Matthias?
Leave it to me. Perfect state, as expected. Let us return it to the present.
A projector with Gladys's image.
A hologram. A recording from the past. Of Gladys and the twins, it appears.
Activate it! Activate it!
So there you go. Do you have the ring?
Huh?
It appears it's been partially corrupted.
Where did you put the book, Irva? I hid it in the museum, idiot. No one will look for it there. Are you sure? Pretty sure. Besides, after I burned it, it looked like every other piece of old trash. What about the ring? You'll love this. What? You know the statue in the middle of the plaza? Obviously. I stuck it in a small hole under one of the pillars. No one is going to find it there. Nice. Huh? Wait, we left this thing on.
The projection ends there.
So the ring is in the statue in the middle of town?
That doesn't seem too difficult.
Let us go, friends.
Thank you, guys. I don't know what I would have done if you hadn't helped me.
Ugh, I don't really like being in places this crowded.
They appear to be mourning someone. I have observed this behavior previously.
Gladys must have been a pretty important person. It feels almost like the whole city is gathered here.
She was the head of the Orowitz family. She had a kind heart that cared for everyone, without distinction. And she always put the well-being of Talira first. She was a good friend.
Shh, it's starting.
Family and friends, we have come together today to mourn the tragic loss of our beloved matron, Gladys Orowitz. May her soul find peace in the warm arms of the Lady. Lady Gladys was an inspiration to us all. I'm sure we each have many stories of her selflessness and kindness. So today, although we mourn, we should also try to celebrate a life well lived. I ask that everyone please come together, take a moment, and share your happy memories of Lady Gladys with each other. Knowing her, I'm sure she would rather be remembered with smiles than with tears.
So what do we do now?
Let's go talk to Uncle Lucio.
It's too bad that only memories can be preserved in sapphires. I guess no one can...
Gladys always used to say she wasn't a fan of the war. And she always greeted returning soldiers with the warmest of smiles. I can almost see her now.
I'm glad none of those Sindarians came. I simply don't understand how Gladys could have been so sympathetic towards them.
She was a good person. She even liked natural magic.
I hate that Risa. She doesn't even go to Mass often enough.
There's a picture in the altar.
Yes, a picture of Gladys.
She seems... nice. I'm sorry, Wilhelm. I'm not very good with this kind of thing.
She was a great teacher. We're going to miss her.
Lady Gladys was always a philanthropist. Half the things in the museum...
When I said I wanted to study in the university, she was the first one to encourage me. She was always like that, bringing out the best in people.
I remember how she was always kind to everyone in town. She even brought me medicine when I was sick.
It's good to see you around, Master Wilhelm. You came back, even after you abandoned us. We didn't think you had the courage to show your face.
Oh, is that Professor Wilhelm I see? I'm sorry about before, and I believe we haven't been properly introduced. Gladys and I exchanged so many letters over the years that I recognized you instantly. Didn't she have a phrase? A towering intellect in little boys' overalls.
I'm gonna use that.
I have to say, you did an excellent job educating the children. If only Gladys had focused on their manners a little bit more. Anyway, you're welcome to join us during the memorial, but try to not talk too much. It would be rude under the circumstances. I hope you will come by the house for dinner at a more appropriate time.
I definitely will.
Master Wilhelm, I'm happy you made it. Gladys would have wanted you here.
I'm glad I made it too. Risa let me know what was happening. Have the two of you made any progress on your investigation into Rallis?
Some. Supposedly she was Gladys's cousin, who had been living abroad. Almost no one here seems to remember her, although both the twins vouched for her. I checked and I was able to find some holdings in her name, but I couldn't find anyone who actually recalls seeing her there. No one saw her kidnap Franny either. If we were to confront her now, it would just be our word against hers. And that's where the trail runs cold, I fear. I would ask Gladys about her, but one can't interrogate the dead.
Maybe there's something I can do to help with that.
How so? What do you mean?
I think that's Lady Gladys I see in the past. I may be able to use time magic to find out what she's saying.
Leave it to me, Crispell.
It would be disrespectful to leave before the memorial is over.
So glad you could make it, Wilhelm. It would have been important for Gladys.
Glad to see you made it, Master Wilhelm.
I wouldn't miss it for anything.